not all income is taxed, and not all income is.
On Monday evening, News Nation correspondent Brian Enton reporting Idaho murder suspect Brian Kohlberger has accepted a plea deal in the November 2022 killing of 4 University of Idaho students. Enton reporting and Howard Bloom confirming to the Megyn Kelly Show that prosecutors will drop the death penalty in exchange for Brian Kohlberger pleading guilty to committing the quadruple murders and serving life in prison. The trial was set to begin in Idaho August 18th. This Wednesday now, Kohlberger expected to plead guilty to slaying 20-year-old Ethan Chapin, 20-year-old Xana Kernodle, 21-year-old Madison Mogan, and 21-year-old Kaylee Gonsalves as they slept in their beds. The Gonsalves family posting to Facebook, quote, "It's true, we are beyond furious at the state of Idaho. They have failed us. This was very unexpected." Adding later a statement that reads in part, quote, "Prosecutors vaguely mentioned the topic." We are officially on verdict watch in the trial of Sean Diddy Combs. On Monday, the judge providing instructions to the jury before he did
the House bill is the cornerstone of President Trump's agenda. With us now is Congressman Marlin Stutzman, who's an Indiana Republican and member of the Financial Services and Budget Committees. Congressman, nice to have you on. So we just heard President Trump say that he's open to moving the self-imposed July 4th deadline. Do you think that will happen?
Actually, I am at this point, and not seeing the final Senate version.
possession with intent to distribute drugs. To find Holmes guilty of racketeering, the judge instructed the jury they must find the enterprise impacted interstate commerce. Jurors must also find that the criminal...
My bed is a mess. Because I've been in it depressed. Get my... What is that? Is that weed? Okay.
The judge elaborated on...
Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens are my two favorite news people lately. I have to go get some weed. Anyway, I'm only going to be on here a few minutes. Just going to pop on and see what was going on. I'm depressed. My mom's dying. I was in a tree yesterday and my back hurts. And I have a fence coming today. Like not a big fence, like a little fence. Anyway, no one gives a care about my fence. So how's everybody been doing around here lately? I haven't been on much since my last emotional breakdown. Actually, it kind of was an emotional breakdown. Let me light this joint and I'll begin. Don't everybody come to the chat and say, "Good morning, Ryan. We missed you so much. We hope you're doing well. We hope you're not suicidally depressed because your mother is going to die." No, mom's not going to die. All I know about mom right now is she had both those biopsies. The first one come back good. I think I already mentioned this. I don't even know anymore. And then the second one, of course, is bigger, and then it spread to the lymph node. Make a long story short, she finally got a referral to Tampa General Cancer, whatever. And so they're supposed to call her back in a couple of days. Mom's like, they said it was taking a couple of days to become I'm a new patient. And I'm like, well, I'd rather be a new patient than a returning cancer patient. Evidently, they didn't do a good job the first time. Anyway, and I had faxed over her FMLA. Just, until they tell her what stage she has, they have to do an MRI or PET scan or whatever. Um, so yeah, till then, I don't know. Other than that, what else is going on? My sister has Alzheimer's or something. You know, as you may know, there's someone around the community. I think Pirate has a tumor in her head, and I think Bridget has a tumor in her head. Well, my sister had a tumor in her head, and she had surgery because it was giving her seizures. Uh, and then she had that surgery, and they went in her brain, and then there's that bleed and a clot and all that. So she ended up having 3 brain surgeries. But anyway, make a long story short, there's no like, I can't get my text to read exactly what she said. There's when they went in there and did something, when they went in there to remove that, they did something, messed up something, so her hippocampus isn't lighting up like it's supposed to, and she's having memory problems and yada yada yada. So, and guess what? Guess what? She still works. She still works a full-time job. Can you believe it? She ain't sitting on the internet 24 hours a day. Uh, Sad fishing. She's going to work every day to pay her bills. Anyway, I got that out of the system. Who else? Because I remember, I don't know much about Bridget, that beautiful woman in Boston. Let's give her a little, let's see, I ain't even mad at Bridget. But I do remember her playing the sympathy card about having like a tumor in her brain. And it's like, come on, girl. You ain't the only one. What else going on? Uh, Since I haven't been coming on here to take my anger out on the people that tried to make me end my life, I was thinking about my step grandfather, and so I started investigating him and looking up some stuff. I was going to turn his son into the IRS or to the feds and to the banks because he's doing some kind of fraud over there. Like he has a company. Anyway, he used to have like an insurance company, and then he was like doing some fraud. So he had to have the insurance company in his wife's name. And then he got her arrested doing some fraud, and then he ditched her and married this stripper who he's with now. I think she's like got a real popular TikTok. Anyway, to make a long story short, her daughter does. He does he like sold that company and gets the money from the company, but it's still his company, but it's in someone's name. And he just balances like thousands, tens of $1,000s a month on one credit card to the other. It's all a pyramid scam, and I just want to turn him in, and I want Jerry to die. But Mom's like, we got too much going on to be fucking with that. Just let it go, Ryan. Yeah, I was looking at his Facebook the other day, and he's over there. Speaking of sad fishing, Jerry was a very evil person to my grandma in her dying days. I mean, y'all didn't help. The suicide trolls didn't help the whole situation, but he'll get his before he dies. What else I gotta say before I go? uh, we don't know what stage Mom's cancer is. It's not metastatic because it says, I did research, it said when it spread location, unless it goes to the bone or through the lymphatic system, then it's not metastatic. I don't know, it's so complicated. I don't know anything about cancer. I've never had anybody in my family have cancer like that kind of, you know what I mean? Dad had some prostate cancer, like pre-cancer or something with his prostate, but that's why I never really worried much about smoking cigarettes and doing shit, because nobody in my family had ever had cancer. Mom got her tubes tied after she had my sister, so she wasn't even on hormones, like birth control. And then later on in life, she had her uterus removed, a partial hysterectomy, but so she still had her ovaries, but not her uterus. So she never had to go on anything, any kind of, you know what I mean? All she's done is smoke and drink. So my grandma smoked till her dying day, and she was 82, and she never got cancer. So I don't know. We'll see. But she's been being nice. Like the first day, she was really mean because I told her about it through my chart, and then when the other one come in, I like was better about it. And then she was kind of nasty, and I was like, Anyway, I just had a few choice words to say to her, and we've been fine since. So let's see what's going on YouTube. That's my morning room. Is there anything else going on? Angela's dying. I'm dying. Mom's dying. That's about it. Let's see what's going on the YouTube. And I'm like making. I'll go show it at my front door. And I have this. Can I get on Amazon here? I've been shopping like I only have months to live myself. It's an Amazon. Amazon. Can I get on Amazon? Has anybody seen Fugitive Lynn? I hope she's doing well. See, this is what's coming today. It's a fence. It's this, but you can make it straight too. It's for an air conditioner, but you can use it as privacy fencing too. But I'm gonna put it. Wait. So I'm just pretending everything's normal. I'm not spending money like it's going out of style. But I'm gonna put it here. I have a new cat condo too I bought, but I'll show you that right here. Because this is my new little, I'm in my underwear. Oh, I'll show you that tree. But I'm gonna put that fence because it only comes up to here. So I'm gonna put it there. And I think I'm gonna move that there. And I'm gonna put a water fountain hanging back there that I saw there. Anyway, they come and got all those. Did it connect back? Okay. My arm keeps shaking. Why is my arm? Don't ever take Seroquel. Y'all think I'm joking about that? Because I remember that one guy making fun of me, that troll, and I can't remember because, whoop, that's porn. Don't want to be looking at porn this early. Okay, there we go. Seroquel shake. What is it called? There's a name for it. It's called Tricka something. And antipsychotics tremor treatment. What is it called though? No, it's not that. They sell a medicine for it even on the internet. Psychotics side effects. Anyway, it's like a movement disorder you get, and even if you stop taking the Seroquel, it stays there forever. There's a name for it. It's called Tikka. It's something with a T. But if you look at, well, you can't see. If I hold this, see that shake there? That doesn't go away. Like some days it's worse than others. And I was off that Seroquel for almost 2 years. I never had that. Like it'll go. This one isn't as bad. I guess it is this one. Anyway, it's called. What is it called? Management of common psychotics. What is that? Involuntary movement from antipsychotics? Tardive dyskinesia, that's what it is. There it is. So I think was it Joseph Camus that made fun of my shaking because when the police come, like when I get mad, then the shaking kicks up a notch. Like, well, that was fake, but see how you can see it shaking a little bit. Anyway, so yeah, so fuck you. You try staying on antipsychotics for a decade and see how that works out for you. Anyway. And you know, ever since Dina, she was like, I grew up around there, you know. I know people. And I have been looking at everybody's Facebook that I know around here, or like from Dina's, and like looking up and trying to have any connection to anybody around here. And then I gave up after a couple hours because I got bored. I was investigating my neighbors, investigating their family, investigating their school, Armwood High School over there. Let's see if there's any drones out here. Any drones? Because then I was like, there's my neighbor's window right there. So I was like, well, he could see right over in here in my thing. And then that JP, you know, that baby tooth lady, she was like, oh yeah, on the sides the air conditioners are, blah, blah, blah. Speaking of air conditioners, cool. And then I was like, maybe he can get a microphone out there and then shoot it at my window, because they have these things on Amazon where you can listen to conversations from like 150 feet away, and you do it at the window and it collects the sound. But anyway, we ain't going down all that path today. How is my ex-boyfriend Alex doing? I haven't really thought of him in the last, when was the last time I was live? Like 2 weeks ago. Haven't thought about him much. But I will. Let me tell you about TikTok and Mexicans on TikTok. Like, I've had a few guys message me and I ignore them because I don't want a man.
I am hurt right now.
Skip.
I hope you're watching this, Blackie. You know what I'm talking about. Pull up. I am posted. I'm posted.
Let's see. Who's the people I follow on TikTok? I think I follow Vegas Barbie on TikTok.
That's all I'm going to say.
Well, now open that window and it's too bright. Hold on.
I am posted. Not going to tell you where I'm at, but I am there.
Mexican guys are fucking weird. They're weird. Like, not Mexican guys that were mostly raised over here. Like, Mexicans that are still in Mexico guys, those guys are weird. But I mean, not in a bad way. I mean, some are weird in a bad way. They're all perverts. Like, if you go on, there's like TikTok and then there's like Tip Talk. If you get in the algorithm, it's all these Mexican guys showing their little wieners. Most of them are uncut. And I'm like, y'all do know that women aren't coming on here going through all that to see your little wiener. They know it's guys that's wanting to look at their wiener. So I'm like thinking, if y'all are straight, why are y'all wanting all these guys to look at your wieners? Here, let me go over here and I'll show you. Well, I can't show you because then I'll get a strike, but I don't want to find friends. I don't want any friends. Okay. Now, some Mexican guys on here are kind of normal. Like this guy. Let's see. What's he doing? He's just posting a picture of himself. Okay, there's a pervert Mexican. That guy's Puerto Rican. But anyway, let me find. Why isn't none playing? Oh, it's because that VPN's on. That's why. Hold on. How do I turn that off? Anyway, they all, like, the ones from Mexico that, like, don't speak any English at all, and they have the little Mexican flags hanging over in their bedrooms and stuff. They'll sit there, or the one guy, and he's kind of cute, but he'll sit there and he'll look at himself in the, like, I noticed, like, 50% of, like, the Mexico guys, the straight Mexican guys that are in Mexico, they'll sit there and hold their phone for, like, 60 seconds, and they'll just hold it and look at themselves in the camera and like on the screen, and they'll turn their head and they'll look, or they'll do like the most awkward, weird, I don't understand. Let me see, go back to TikTok. Let's see now that the VPN's off.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you.
Oh, I need that.
I appreciate that so much.
What is that? A fake olive tree.
Thank you. I do too.
And that's the reason I be blocking.
Now he ain't weird, he's cute one. I kinda like him. Except I don't like his nipples a little bit too big. Let's see. Okay. There's Madonna. Ain't nobody trying to. Oh, what is
Just shoot
that?
me a PM and I'll tell you where I got this base from. Again, I can hang it from the ceiling. I can hang it straight
That's
down.
cheap,
That's
that's
what's so nice.
Here, let me find. Go to friends. Oh, that's fine. Okay. There's Mark Terry. Let's see what Mark's doing. I'm gonna do a late night live tonight. Hashtag allegedly. It's always allegedly.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy T.
Where are you living at, Mark? Where is that?
T Nation. But it ain't about me.
You move in with old Fugitive Lynn, did you, Mark?
And I want to send a special shout out and a special thank you to a lot of people that's helped me in the last few days.
I'll send you $20 when I get off here, Mark.
I won't soon be forgetting it. appreciate all y'all. If your name's tagged out there, you're a friend to me and my channel.
What happened? Did I miss some kind of drama?
So grateful for my new agency. Got a lot of good things going on my channel. Mr. T Lives, y'all. I'm doing pop-up lives every day. You know,
I think there's more money. I don't know. I think if on YouTube, I think you get more super chats, but like making money from ads and sponsors and if you try to sell stuff on there, I bought something the other day, Mark. I bought these. Let me go get them because I've been buying shit off TikTok too. I don't know how many. This is my TikTok school this morning, Mark. Now let me tell you something. On that TikTok, once you get, I don't know how many you got to get, but if you get into that, turn that off a second. If you get onto that, what is it called, from the TikTok shop? If you go over there and what do you call it, an affiliate or whatever? Like that, like she gets a cut off of everything she sells. Anyway, make a long story short, like yesterday I was going and I was scrolling and the guy was selling these damn scrubber things on there. And of course they do that. It's the last 3 packs we have. And then you go back and watch him 20 minutes later and he's miraculously got 3 more packs. But anyway, these were like $5 in free shipping. And I like went on there and he gets $1 off of every one that package that he sells. And he had sold like 2,000 of those. So anyway, but yeah, Mark, if you get that affiliate thing, if you apply at that TikTok shop, whatever, and you go on there and do those videos trying to sell shit, I have bought so much shit from random people that I've never seen again on there, Mark, just because they were really selling it. Okay. Gonna have to go buy weed soon. I'm getting hyper. Okay, there's a debit card. What's that plate there? There's bleach there from fucking Walmart. Oh, I remember someone I wonder this morning, when I got up, my back was really hurting and I had my medicine and took some Tylenol and stuff. And then I went and sat on the toilet and I took a big poo poo and then I went to flush it and I watched my turd go down the toilet bowl and I thought in my head, there it goes down the pipe outside. And then I pictured like Mara out there, like with a camera, trying to get a picture of my turd. How are you doing, Mara? How are you doing, Mara? Are you out there somewhere, Mara Lee? I haven't looked at your page since December of 2024. How's that for self-control, Jake? How is that? But I hope you're doing well, Mara. I know you can't see my poo-poo anymore, and that probably makes you very depressed. But I do hope you're doing well. I really do. Anyway, back to TikTok. But Mark, find out how you sign up for this thing here. I think they had sent me a thing. Oh no, that was my orders. Anyway, there's a way to go on there and apply to get a thing.
So easy. Here we go.
And then you can sell shit and make some money off of it. See all that shit they're selling?
And inside there, guys, I will show you.
I'm trying to find. Okay, I don't want to hear that. I'm trying to go back over here without him. I don't know how to.
How you doing, man?
Do you ever
Hey Google, how do you say eagle in Spanish?
In Spanish, you would say
Aguila. That's what Hey Google, how do you spell eagle in Spanish?
eagle is spelled E-A-G-L.
No, not in English. Hey, never mind. My brain hurts this morning. Where's that weed? Okay. Hey Google, stop. Eagle in Spanish. Not Gale, eagle. Eagle in Spanish. That's how you say it. Let's see. There's a point to this. Real. Why? And I've noticed like a bunch of Mexican guys too. They have like the real eagle, or but in Spanish as their part of their name. And like, are eagles a big thing in Mexico? Like, what's up with that? Real. I forgot how to spell it. Aguila. Agu. Is that? Okay. Now watch. This guy here. Now he'll just hold the camera and look at himself. Do his flips. And they like, a lot of them do that. Let's see. And he'll just do them over and over. Why does it look so dark? What's on there? Like, not just for a second either, for like long periods of time. Just hold it and go back and forth and look at itself. Okay, at least this one isn't. That one ain't too bad. Okay. Anyway, enough of that. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. I thought I was friends with Vegas Barbie on here because I had went and subscribed to people just to be a bitch when I was on some rant, like I was going through, and so just so they would see that I did it, and then I like got over and went back and blocked everybody. But I think I saw Vegas Barbie on there last night, and I didn't. Yeah, I hadn't blocked her. Let's see what she's up to. Oh. Vegas Barbie got all the cars. I think Vegas Barbie had, didn't y'all have Camaros? Was it Camaros or is it Mustangs? I remember a video from a long time ago and y'all had like a bunch of nice cars. Ooh, that guy's butt ass naked with a flower thing up his. Oh, that's so creepy.
Oh my god.
I thought it was bad when I saw that homeless lady hunching that post by the 7-Eleven. That's even worse. That guy had a flower and a. Oh, that's so gross. Oh.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Who is that lady with that wig? Is that lady really a? I remember that time that Lindy went on that thing saying that Vegas Barbie was a catfish because projection, and then Vegas Barbie made that video. Anyway, let's go see what's going on YouTube. Waiting for my fence to get here. See what the Bergs is up to. Is he homeless yet? I sure hope so. Wait, go back. When he's homeless, I'm going to rent a car and drive to whatever bridge he's living under, and I'm going to drive by, and I'm going to wave some money, and then I'm going to shoot him a bird, and then I'm going to roll up the window and drive away. Let's see. what he's been up to. From 3 weeks to 11 hours. Custom built Kenworth truck. No one cares. Okay, let's see. Test. Welcome to the Berg Show. Oh, numbers are slipping, Bergs. They're slipping a little bit. I swear. Or no, maybe it was last time I looked and it was noodles that had thousands and thousands. Yours are about on mark. Okay. Sorry about that. Let's see. Who else do we want to see what's going on? Let's see what's going on Boyd. Let's see if Sig, the guy that hijacked Boyd, that no one in Boyd ever liked him until everybody decided they hated me. Before that, no one ever liked him except for some losers around here that no one liked anyway. Let's see what they've been up to. Let's see what's going on over here. Good morning, Tina D. Don't care about her nor her missing foot. Flacco, don't know. See, none of these people know what a loser what's Paris Bailey is his name? That's the person that runs this. I think he's like 80 years old in Tennessee or something. He used to be over here. Remember, wasn't it like TM? You'd have to ask Kid and Cat. He come over here and like hijack. That's why he named it like. Anyway, no one ever liked him. No one ever liked Sig. That's why it doesn't bother me that no one likes me, because no one ever liked him, and then they did. So at least people liked me for 7 years, and they never liked you, except for hate bonding about hating me. So there's that. What else is going on? Just had a complete brain freeze. I was going to look at someone, then I thought about something, and then I forgot. Oh my God, who was I fixing to look up now? Oh, I want to go back over there. Let's see. While I was speaking, I got to go back over here, because I do want to talk about this creepy woman. I call her Baby Tooth. And I remember Baby Tooth. You know how I knew another reason that it wasn't just from my messenger that you were eavesdropping on me because you were obsessed with me, Baby Tooth? Do you remember? Because I remember I was talking to my friend over the phone, Baby Tooth, not through Messenger or anything else. And the neighbors down there, they were getting that picture window put in. And I told my friend over the phone, not in text, not in search and nothing, about the picture window. And then you went and posted that picture window at that house that you stay at up there or whatever. Remember that, Baby Tooth? That's how I know you listen to my phone calls from the Wise Cams, you freak. You freak, bitch. Obsessed with some man that don't even know you, bitch. Can you even imagine? I gotta go pee. Because I wanted to get a picture window put in here instead of these two windows. And the people down there that have a house just like ours, they got one put in. This was about 2 years ago, and I was talking to my friend on the phone, and I was telling her, I think I was walking down there on the phone. I don't remember what it was. I was walking to the post office or something, and I had told her about it, and then I went over there a few hours later and watched Baby Tooth's videos, and she was posting about a picture window. And I'd never typed it. It wasn't through Messenger. It was only through voice over the phone, and that's what they trolled me about. So that's why I don't feel bad about it, because that bitch was obsessed with me. I wasn't listening to her inside her home. You know what I mean? So I guess I should feel flattered in a really creepy way. In a really creepy way. But those are the people that deserve to be friends with the fugitive. People that would want to do that, like Mara or Corey or the Canadian Predator. Anybody that would want to know anything going on in someone's private life that they didn't divulge to them has some kind of mental issue. I have to pee. Hold on a moment. You know what's sad too? Because of those weirdo freaks. Uh, and I remember we talk about projectional fugitive Lynn and them saying, "You're crazy, Ryan. You're crazy." No, crazy is trying to steal some woman's babies that you never met, and crazy is reading someone else's emails or listen to their phone conversations through illegal means. That's what's crazy, fugitive Lynn. Anyway, I haven't even talked. I talked to my friend for hours every day since all that happened. I mean, all the time we were in communication. Haven't talked to her for like almost a month now. I'd have to look on my messenger here. Let me look and see. I haven't talked to her. She called me the other day, didn't answer. I think the last time I actually talked to her on the phone was telling her mom had cancer, and that was it because I don't want her privacy invaded by some freak, weirdo, obsessed losers on the internet. It's just creepy. It's creepy. So I just don't bother her no more. Hopefully the weirdos leave her alone. I mean, I can't, people are going to do what they're going to do. But let me see when I last talked to her. I'm on Messenger on here. Let's see. I'm not logged in on there. Anyway, it's been about a month, I would guess. Outside of talking to her about mom. I don't know. Anyway, see what else I've been buying on Amazon. Some peaches for mom. I'm on my low carb diet. I've been on it for 9 days now because I'm going to get to 175, 80 pounds in the next few months. Let's see, I bought these for my lava lamp, but they're the wrong size. Balsamic vinegar. This is what I bought for the cats yesterday. A new one of these is taller, bigger. I think this one's, how many inches is this one? 63 inches. And it gives more space up there for them to sit by that window. And then I think I'll put that other one over here where Emilio's sleeping. I'll put that other one there. Anyway, what else have I bought? Let's see, that's coming Thursday. This I bought because I'm going to I got those damn 90 Formica countertops in there. So because I had done some estimates and my friend had done an estimate for her house to get, my countertop ain't going to cost me about $1,200 to get it and granted in there because it's just so small. But anyway, so I'm going to do it in this for now. So that's coming Thursday. Got 36 inches there. Yeah, so I'm going to do the countertops in there. I got some stuff to fix plumbing. Dye my beard. Mom's filters. These are for the people that do have access to my emails. This is for the people that don't, so I can share with them what the other weirdos are, the private information they're getting, so that way it's not private anymore and they're not getting one up on me. Some Crystal Light, some peanuts, this universal socket, some meow mix, a ratchet. That one I returned because it wasn't working properly. That's my fence coming today. This is this beautiful wind chime I bought. This is another socket I bought. It was wrong size because I was replacing the blade on my lawnmower because I'm a guy and I can do stuff like that. Bought this no soliciting sign, these zero sugar things. What else? Some Canada Dry. Mom wanted some split pea soup. That's when I bought the thing. Mama got her a bra for her mammogram. That was that one lady that has cancer that's still been alive for 2 years. She was trolling me about the sunflower on my weed thing. Let's see. Spotlight, Miracle Grow, toilet paper. Here, Mara. For you, Mara. For the doo-doo crew. Yeah, oh, that's older. Anyway, I don't think I'm logged into Walmart. Am I logged into Walmart? See what I bought on there for everybody to see. Am I logged in. I am logged in. Ask Cat Not Trip. Am I logged in? I sure am. Let's see what we bought at Walmart lately. Bleach was delivered today. Energy drink packets. Yesterday I bought this toolbox. Bought that the other day. Bold peanuts. Canceled that. That was air freshener. Mom bought a blouse. You know, like I told Corey, she couldn't even put on a decent blouse to go eat dinner with her children. Look, Corey, it's like 15 bucks. 16 bucks. Go get you a blouse off Walmart. See, black peas. What is that? That's foam, Drano, Reynolds wrap, Febreze, plug in the wall thing, more bleach, fish food, bought groceries, candles, and those water, cat food, more peanuts, denture stuff, cat treats. Most all that kind of stuff I buy from Walmart. Mom bought another blouse, Axe body spray, herbal essence, all that kind of stuff I get at Walmart. The other good stuff I get at Amazon. Anyway, where's this at? Is it here yet? I want that to come so I can go outside and get out of this house. Let's see, who else do we want to look on? Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to see who, come on. Oh, that is one creepy. The only person creepier than this man is the woman he's with. Those two are perfect for each other. Perfect. I'm not even going to be mean to people today that I see in the comments. I'm just going to roll my eyes. I roll, I roll. I roll. Oh, and it's the same. It is the same people, the same suicide trolls. I don't know why I even go look at that shit because it pisses me off. Fucking the Stranglers over there. Let's go see what the Stranglers up to. I'm in the mood to get pissy. Fucking weirdos. Do you know, Steve Billings? No one ever liked them. No one. If Lindy's being honest with you, Steve, and if Alex is being honest with you, no one ever liked those people because they're weirdos, just like Lindy. No one ever liked them, ever. Ask Lindy. For 7 years, she railed against all those weirdos. It was a group consensus. You might even say a community consensus, Steve Billings. No one liked them. No one. And no one liked Sig even before LCD, back when he hijacked TM movies and all that and took over the boy thing. No one ever liked him. No one ever liked Poon, ever. Oh, now they're kissing Nelly's ass over there because I gave him 20 bucks. Y'all are so transparent and easy. Rachella. See, it's the same. Look at it. Let me show you. Suicide Troll, Rachella. Suicide Troll, Nelly. Nelly, you're a suicide troll, but since I hate Alex more than you, Nelly, I kind of like you get off the hook. Poon, weirdo meth freak loser. I don't care if he's fixing doo-doo tanks now. He's still a loser weirdo. Wogs over there at almost 60 on Section 8, begging for money. I think he peed on himself in his underwear. At least I peed. Anyway, I ain't gonna talk about pee. And don't know. Okay. Why she only got one video up? She get a strike or something? Let's put that. Let's see. And you know that baby tooth lady, Troy Reed, wasn't that his name? Troy, was it Troy Reed? No, who was it? Let me see. Okay, okay, Sig Paris Bailey used to have like 3 and 4 hour late night conversations with Hazel, which I can't remember her legal name offhand. Bergs told me it somewhere. Um, anyway, before all that, because see, I never knew that wig baby tooth lady. Kitten Cat was the one who told me. And Kitten Cat, is that you over there messing with that Mandy Hops lady? Anyway, uh, Troy Reed, is that his name? I can't remember what his name. Troy. Is it Troy Reed? What was that guy's name? Anyway, before she got with Sig, there was this other weirdo guy that's kind of a loser like Sig, but not as old, but kind of looks like him. And he went to another country to like get a mail order bride, and then he brought her back over here like some Filipino lady. Anyway, she was trying to hook up with him before she hooked up with Sig. I mean, she's a weirdo. She's a weirdo. Troy Reed's a weirdo, and he even said, "Hey, that bitch is too weird for me." Little does he know that she was obsessed with my doo-doo tank and reading my emails. You were right, Troy Reed, to run from that creature. Run. Don't walk. Let's see who else. And I'm almost still here. Let's do this. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Go back over here to search. There we go. Go to there. Let's go back over here to that one. Where is that one? No one ever liked these people, Nelly. No one ever liked them. And who's got control over you over there, Nelly? Who? Tara, Steve? Like what do they hold over your head? Nelly, well, what excuse do they use? They can't just use the excuse, oh, we're pieces of shit and we lost and we went real life and we're loser, weirdo freaks. No, they can't admit that. They can't admit that, Nelly. And if my money was good enough for Stewie to take for 8 months, my money's good enough for anyone to take. That's all I got to say about that. If it was good enough, if my money was good enough to feed Alex's mommy and daddy Pizza Hut and Subway, then it's good enough for anybody. That's what I'm saying. Let's go look at the asylum. I want to fuck with Steve Billings. Does anybody have Steve Billings' phone number? I want to call him. I'm kind of getting angry and I'm low on weed and I don't feel like walking to get it, so maybe I can have an episode. Let me get me some. No one ever liked Paris, baby tooth. That's not me telling a lie. That's not me rewriting history, baby tooth. That's the truth that everybody knows around here. Before the mass hate bonding, everybody didn't like Sig. Nobody liked him, Steve. He come in here and hijacked this community just kind of like you and your friends did, Steve. That's exactly what happened, and everybody knows I'm telling the truth. So, fuck off, Paris. And see, I'm a equal opportunity hater. So I wish you nothing but death and agony, Paris. I know my mother has cancer, but I don't. And I wish you nothing but agony and misery, Paris. You had no right to read my emails. Your freakish baby tooth online girlfriend had no right to read my emails. A fugitive identity freak had no right to know anything going on in my house. So that's the people you align yourself with, Strangler Steve. Piece of shit. You're a piece of shit too, Alex. Those people are so gross. Nothing I ever did or said around here compares to anything those people's ever done around here, Alex. Fuck you, bitch. Piece of shit. Y'all all deserve to be in prison and just be in prison. Not me. I thought there was something wrong with me for a while, but guess what? It was y'all. It was y'all that were weirdos. Let's see. Pathological. You're a pathological piece of shit freak. Let's see who's over here. Larry H. I think he's some See, smoking, don't smoke, Larry. And that's his. Okay, I'm not going to be mean to people I don't even know. Let's see. Let's see what's going on over here. Let's see who's in the chat news.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sunday night at the asylum.
Ooh. If anybody has Steve's telephone number, can you please message it to me on Twitter? I'll give you a $20 gift card. Let's see. Go to live. Let's see who is over here in the live stream. We have Kathy Rebuilds. I think I've already said everything I know about her. She's been around for a very long time. There's Honey Bunch. See, look, all the suicide trolls. And we've got Beady-Eyed Brit, Honey Bunch, which tried to stew me with suicide troll me with Alex. And then Alex was like, oh, Honey Bunch don't like Bridget. And so then Honey Bunch left a comment and everything. Y'all are all sick and you're going to hell. You're going to hell, Honey Bunch. You and your ugly husband, boyfriend that over there sings on that little channel, he's going to prison too. I mean, not to prison, to hell. To hell. You should go to prison, but I've got too much going on. You're just going to go to hell. That's even worse than prison. There's Kimmy K. There's Trisha G. She's still going. God bless you. 2035, Trisha G. See, and there's Magda, Mr. Magda. Let's see, no one else. Let's go down further. I want to know everybody that gives money to Steve. That's what I want to know. Who gives money to Steve? Let's make a list. Let's make a list to see if let's write down all his subscribers first. Let me get a pen. Hey, Google, turn the big light on. Did you like suicide trolling me, Steve? Was it fun? Did your little wiener get hard, Steve? Suicide trolling me? Does it? With some losers that no one ever liked and a fugitive and some sad fishing weirdo in the penthouse over there, Steve? Fucking asshole. You're a weirdo, Steve. I don't fucking know you, dude, and you fucking creep. Ooh, you're sick. I'm not creeped around my house, but you know what I mean. You're a weirdo. You suicide troll me. Who did it, Steve? Tell me it was John Thompson. Tell me it was John Thompson, Steve Billings. You're over there at SIG, so I know it was one of them, right? Right, Steve? Maybe, what's Steve's phone number? Let's call him live. I'll look it up in a second. Hold on. Hey, Google, turn the big light off. Okay, well, I found the pen. Where's the paper? Let's make some notes. You want to destroy my life, Steve Billings? Oh, you're an amateur, sir. You're an amateur. Hey, Google, how many days has it been since August 22nd of 2022?
There are 1,044 days from August
1,044 days, Steve Billings. You're an amateur. Okay, let's see. Look at that. Look at those babies. Steve Billings tried to kill your daddy, kiddies. He sure did. Over some cripple and some DL little freak and a fugitive. Okay, go back over here. Okay, don't mind me. I'm going to take some notes over here while we look at this. Oh, where'd the book go? Okay. Take some notes. Okay. The Strangler stream. Okay. Who are paid subscribers? Paid subs. How much money do you make a month on here, Steve Billings? What are you on disability, Steve? Why can't you get a decent job or any kind of job except taking money from strangers on the internet, Steve? Hey Magda, what email account is associated with your YouTube channel? How do I get to her? I'll do that later. Let me make a note. Because I found this great app. And if you, well, you can ask Marilyn Mike about that app because that's how I found out Marilyn Mike's name was through his email. Okay. And even if you've never used that email with your real name, somehow, like, remember when I showed like Steve's on that Spyfly? Like, these apps, they all collect information. Like, when you have your emails that come into your Android or your phone, like when it comes in through the email thing, I have mine turned off here on that's because the hacker's on there. But anyway, to make a long story short, it knows like all those accounts. So you might not get private information with your legal name sent to that email, but if it's on your phone as one of your emails or whatever, it knows that it's connected to you somehow. And so it'll pull up one of those legit emails that you do use your legal name with. And I'm telling you, y'all need to be careful. Y'all need to be careful. Because you can ask Lindy, for many years, I did many things and I'm knowledgeable and about many things and I figured things out. Where was I back? Okay. That is. Okay, then we have, I'm got to make another list over here. The suicide troll list that go in there, and then we have paid subscribers. Okay, and then if anybody gives any kind of super chat. Okay, let's go over there. I think I'm gonna start a war with Steve Billings. See who ends up in prison first. Okay. Magda, how old are you, Magda? When did you first meet Witty, Magda? I'm not the only one that said you were a man, Magda. Even before this, there was whispers and rumblings about that. Of course, they could be wrong, Magda. But you have nothing to hide, right, Magda? Right? You have nothing to hide. You should just go live on camera right now. I'll follow you. Let me see if I can follow you, Magda. How's Witty doing, Magda? I don't want to go look at her channel. You know why, Magda? Because she tried to kill me. I'm sure Charlotte knows all about it, right, Magda? Anyway, I hope you have a great day, Magna. And the email that's connected to your YouTube, I would delete that off your devices because one day I could get really pissed. Like, I forget how I got pissed at Marilyn Mike, where I spent like 2 days searching for apps and ways to find out email address. Anyway, yeah. Have a great day, Magda. Let's go back over here. Whoops. Let's see. I mean, people called me, let's see what people called me, a catfish, an animal abuser, and an elderly abuser. Do people throw up in your face every single day, Steve, that you tried to strangle the woman that loved you when you were on a meth binge or whatever you were doing? Do people tell you that every day? Do these women that give you money, Steve, do they condone that type of domestic violence? I mean, it's one thing if you get in an argument and you push someone or, a little scratching or whatever, maybe a little spit. But when you start wrapping cords around people's neck to leave ligature marks, excuse me, I wouldn't give money to anybody that did that. I'm sorry. And then they go on in their life and try to kill somebody, suicide troll them to death like your friends are notorious for around here. Steve. Yeah, I wouldn't give that person any money. But, some people have to really learn that. But anyway, let's see what other fucking weirdo loser. What do you do, Steve, with your days? What do you do, Steve? Let's see if we can find Steve's telephone number. We'll call him up, see how he's doing today, and ask him on the record why he tried to kill me. For Bridget and Alex and a fugitive. And for Paris and Jeannie. I didn't even know you. Do you just go try to kill people you don't even know, Steve? Like, is that a thing? Like, I would have never done that to you, Steve. Like, if Lindy would have come to me and said, hey, look, we're over here, you know, getting all this shit, dude's private information. We got people going by his house, whatever. I wouldn't have done that to you, Steve. I'd have been like, you know what I mean? Why did you think that was okay to do to me? Why? Come on, Steve, be a man. Come over here and tell me. Don't be a pussy. Come over here. You're a man enough to do it, right? You're a man enough to do it, Steve. Why won't you come over here and say something? Why don't you go over there and make a stream and apologize to me, Steve? Why don't you get that fugitive over there on your stream, Steve? Why don't you get her up there? Why don't you get that beautiful woman in the penthouse up there in Boston? Why don't you get my gay homosexual ex-boyfriend? Why don't you get Paris and Baby Tooth and Doo Mara down there that's obsessed with my shit? Why don't you get them all on a panel and everybody apologize to me, Steve? Why don't you try that? Oh, can you give me a list of why I deserve to be suicide troll, Steve? Can you give me that list? Can you? Can one of your paid subscribers tell me why Steve should have tried to kill me? Or even, I won't even be dramatic about it. Even though that was a definite, I mean, I had a gun, I was drunk, I was off my medication, and Steve knew that. He thought it was funny. He's still around here. No one gives him a hard time, right? He's tried to strangle his woman that loved him. He's tried to suicide troll me, yada yada yada. No one has a problem with Steve. All the suicide trolls are over there just, having a time of their empty life where they're, on YouTube all day. Come on, Steve. $2021, right before the suicide. How much money do you make off of YouTube a month, Steve? Do you guess? How do you receive money? Do you get it from PayPal, or do you have a Cash App somewhere, or is it just through Super Chats? I just want to know, Steve. Everybody want to know about my life. I want to know about yours. Here, let's see if we can find his phone number. We'll give him a ringy-ding-ding, see how he's doing this morning. Let's see, spy. Let me get my other phone and turn it on so I can call. I'm gonna need an apology, Steve. I'm gonna need an apology stream. Go find Lindy, find out what bunker she's hiding in from the GBI, and get her over there. And I'm gonna need you. How long have you known Stitches, Steve? I never knew Stitches before all this. I mean, I had seen him around. How did I lose all those files? Is it in this one? You knew Tara too, I suppose, Steve? How did all that go down? How did they approach you, Steve, to do that to me? Who come to you first, Steve? Was it Alex? Was it Bridget? Was it who come to you first, Steve? There's one phone. Is this it? There we go. Okay. Hey Google, turn the big light off. Did you know I was being trolled before 4-6, Steve? Did you? Why do you think, Steve, that do you think they had the right to know anything about my private information or about my mom's emails or anything going on around my home? If someone would have did that to your mother, how would you feel, Steve? Who is your mother? Let's find out. I remember Tasty Peanut, that catfish that's 70 years old over there, that's friends with Jeannie P. Saw her over there in your chat too. She knows about people coming around my home. They invaded my mother's privacy. What if someone did that to your mother, Steve? What if they did that to your mom? How would you feel, Steve, if someone was reading your mom's shit or someone was, cameras around her home? How would you feel, Steve? Tell me. Tell me, Steve. Come on over. Tell me how you would feel. How would that affect your life, Steve? These are the things y'all don't think about before you do stuff to people on the internet, Steve. How that would affect someone else. I never did anything that would affect anyone's life around here in any type of real manner. So I'm gonna need you to tell me, Steve, when you have that apology stream for me, like why? Why did you decide to join in on that suicide trolling adventure, Steve? Media bias 187. UCLID. Oh no, login successful. Ashley. How did I forget? That's what Hazel's name was, Ashley. And I do want to, let's see, go back over here and get this out of the way too, because I want to talk about this. Over here on this pole person driveway. Is that my fence? I hope so. Let's see. Let's get back to the pole. The pole. Why does that say no? I can't delete it from that one. Here we go. Okay, back to this poll. It's been 13 days, and this is where we're at because I'm done with it. 58 people. Okay. If it's that one, then I'm happy because that's what he deserves. He deserves that. If it's that, hey, if you want to be, if you want sig sloppy seconds, then good for you. So either one of them, don't care. I used to think I'd rather be Hazel, but that's when I still thought Stewie was a decent human being. Now I want it to be Bridget. Corey, even if it was Corey, she has a screw loose. If I have a screw loose, she definitely has a screw loose. Steve, that was just a joke. So if it's Boston Bridget, then that is what I really hope. That is right there. Because that's what he deserves. Because he's a young guy. He don't realize a lot of things. Alex, I didn't realize a lot of things about life, but if that's what you can say whatever you want to, little Alex. But you tonight, when you're sitting there in your bed alone, like when you're not talking to nobody and you're fixing to go to bed, go on there and do some research, dude. Just Google like covert narcissism, sad fishing, do all that, and do your own research. You live that life. You know her better than I do, even if you're just friends. Tell me I'm wrong, dude. Tell me I'm wrong. Anyway, so that's that. Best of luck to Alex. Okay, back to Spyfly over here. Everybody can diagnose me, Alex. Well, all they did was watch some videos and Google some stuff, and I can do the same thing, and there ain't no other verdict, and that's a covert narcissism up there in the penthouse, and that fugitive is just a narcissist. And that butthurt creature up there in Ohio, Alex, she just hates life because she's going to die in a moldy trailer, and I never did anything to her, Alex. What did I ever do to her? Alex, you come over here. You're friends with Steve. Come on over here. Alex, tell me why. Tell me why I deserve that. Remember when you were over there trolling me, Alex, when I was at Lisa Lynn's and I was in my bed crying, and you were like basically, thumping your chest that, I was all alone and heartbroken. Remember I lost my friend and my boyfriend? Remember that, Alex? Tell me. Tell me why I deserved it. Remember when you said, I wasn't trolling you, but if I was, you deserved it. How did I deserve that, Alex? Tell me. Come tell me. Because I called you a cuck. I never went real life on any of those people you sided with, Alex. I never did anything to them. So just for calling you a cuck and giving you $3,800, I deserve to die, Alex? I'm never going to move on, dude. I moved on from having you arrested because I was never going to have you arrested because I never wanted to know where you live, little man. If I wanted to know where you live, I would know where you live, Alex. If I wanted to know where that fugitive was right this minute, I could do it. I'm gonna choke out on this joint. Hold on. Oh, I can't. Oh, I need water is what I need. Anyway, Steve, I'll give you a second while I go get me some water and get my shorts out of the dryer. I want to know why you thought that was a good idea to do that to me. It's one of those questions. I don't want you in prison, Steve. I want the fugitive in prison and I want Baby Tooth in prison, but sometimes your wants and needs are two separate things. So I want y'all all in prison, but that's not what I'm going to get. But what I am going to not leave this earth before I know is, Steve, why you thought that was a good idea to do that to me. Alex, you never thought, like, what if this dude one day finds out where I live and finds out, that I helped those people do all that to him, go real life on him, and he finds out where I live? Like, that never went through your head ever, Alex? I mean, did you let, like, Sig and David Guns and JT and all that, like, really, like, those grown ass, like, some of those almost senior citizens, like, get you involved with a person, me, that can go off the deep end sometime? Like, those are your friends that thought that was a good position to put you in, Alex? You know? What's up with that, dude? And what did say you are with Bridget, Alex. What did I ever do to her? I don't have I went back, because I said stuff that she didn't like? I never, like, called her home. I never, uh, everybody knows what little couple troll accounts I had that I, like, have all admitted. What did I do to her, Alex? What did I said she's a beggar? That's not something I made up. She requests money from strangers on the internet. That's pretty much begging. It's a nice way to say you're begging. Uh, Tell me, Alex. Come on over and tell me what I did to deserve that. I don't think out of everybody here, Alex, out of everybody here, if you who was really who I was speaking with for 8 months, you out of everybody in all these communities know how much that hurt me. Knew how much that was gonna hurt me, and you rivaled in it. You, like, whatever the word is. You went over there and beat your chest like, ha ha ha. Remember when you went over to Sig's that next night over there in the stream and said, take those inches or whatever? Come on, Alex. You did all that for those real lifers? Corey Briggs over there, she's a 3-time real lifer now, Alex. Has Corey told you what I did to her? Because she hasn't told me what I did to her. Behind the scenes, you can say whatever you want to because I'm not there to, like, say, hey, that's not how it happened. Hey, that's not how this went. You have all your haters defining who you are as a person, your psychology, everything in your everything from strangers that's never even talked to you. Alex, those people, I have never even heard Beth Roach's voice. And that woman diagnosed me, telling me everything about my life. From her single wide moldy trailer in Ohio, has diagnosed me, has convicted me. All those things, Alex. What did I do to her? What did I do to Beth Roach, Alex? You teamed up with her. What did I do to her, dude? I posted a picture of her Hills Have Eyes family after her and Corey and Mara went real life on Lindy. I sure did. And I posted her arrest record and her daughter's arrest record, Alex. Public records. I didn't go by her mobile home. I didn't do anything to her in real life, Alex. So can you tell me why Beth is right and I'm wrong? I'll wait, Alex. I'll smoke a cigarette. Because if you didn't do that for a woman, Alex, and you did that for yourself, then you are the biggest pussy I've ever known in my entire life. Because as a gay man with AIDS, Alex, I wouldn't need not near one of those motherfuckers to defend me. As you've seen, Alex, for these 1,045 days, I am just fine defending myself. I don't need Paris Bailey. I don't need Jeannie Patterson. I don't need Jeannie Lynn Ledford Brown. I don't need Paulette Briggs. I don't need Mara Lee Torado to defend me, Alex. I can defend myself, especially against words on the internet. I can defend a fugitive reading my emails, listening to my calls, looking at cams around my homes. I can defend against that, Alex. But you need all those people to defend your little punk ass because I called you a cuck? Pussy bitch. Little sissy. You deserve to be called a sissy for the rest of your life for that bullshit, Alex. Because if it wasn't over, I could almost see if it was over Bridget. Because I was talking shit about your girl to you, whatever. That I can almost see. But if there's no girl involved and you had all those people come get me because I called him a widow cuck on the internet, aw. I never talked about your family, did I, Alex? No, I fed them. I fed them. What did you do to my mom, Alex? Huh? Did someone come around the cam and peek through my mom's window there, Alex? Remember when you were trolling me that one day? Horseface Productions, remember that, Alex? Tell me if I went over there to the Fifth Ward with a little $99 drone from Amazon and peeked in your mom's window, Alex. What would you do to me? What would you do to me, Alex? You little coward. You're a coward, Steve Billings, and you're a pussy. Alex, you're a coward and you're a pussy. I admitted about a gun as a felon, Alex. What have you admitted, dude? I admitted everything, dude. You took the last $20 I had, you piece of shit. I have every right to go over there and creep around your mama's home. I have every right to, if my mom passes away, to buy the little piece of shit house next to your mom's, Alex, and move in. I have every right to do that. I gave you respect. You didn't give me respect, dude. And what lies did Lindy tell, Alex? Oh, she didn't talk to me as much as she did. What? That she didn't like me? What? What did she do to weasel her way out of that situation? She liked me just fine before December. Before I made that community post. Tell me, Alex, what did she say? Has everything she said behind the scenes from start to finish been honest, been truth? Has she been trustworthy, Alex? Has she? Did she, when I showed the evidence and said the truth, that when I asked Lindy, I was like, didn't Boris say that there was like a topless picture that she had sent? I can't even remember what his name is. That one, he's like OG Boyd from, no one liked him around here either, and I cannot think of his name he like fought with, anyway, if you know who I'm talking about. No, I just forgot because I was thinking, oh my God. Anyway, I don't remember where I was going with that because I was thinking of that guy's name. What was his name? Oh my God, it's right into me. Anyway, so evidently, because Corey, this great, wonderful 3-time real lifer, Lindy, Denise Locker, and then me. Anyway, she was fighting with her boyfriend, and I guess she sent those nudes. Jimmy Rance, that's who it is. Jimmy, so she sent her nudes to Jimmy Rance as she was married to Doug, and then somehow Boris got it. Because evidently she got in a fight with Jimmy Rance, and then he showed Boris. I don't know how it went. So anyway, I asked Lindy, and then so Lindy went over there and got the picture from Boris, and I showed the time slots when I first got the picture, everything in my iCloud, all that shit. So I didn't know anybody. The only person I talked to around here was Lindy until I met Alex. Like I never like except for a couple sentences. There's not one person around here. Like Mallory's probably the most, and I definitely that was like a couple paragraphs if you add it all up together. So there's no one I talked to where I could have got that. So when I said that, did Lindy say, yeah, Corey, I'm sorry. You know, we did do that because you went real life on me. No, I remember when Lindy went over there to Jim's and was like, why are you lying, Ryan? Jim didn't give you that picture. No, he gave it to you and you gave it to me, Lindy. So was she honest about that, Alex? Like stuff like that. Like even when it's like Kat said, when the evidence is right there in her face, she won't admit it. So has she been trustworthy and honest about everything, Alex? Has she? She a good person, Alex? She a good fugitive? Is she a good fugitive friend, Alex? She was a good friend to me, Alex, when I was doing her dirty work for her until she didn't need me anymore. Because that's what you can look this up to, Alex. Because I learned this too about Lindy. There wasn't anything I did wrong in our friendship because I was probably more loyal than anybody's ever been around here. 7 years is a long time to be loyal to someone. A long time. Uh, But you know what I learned about her? It's not that I did anything wrong. It's called being discarded by a narcissist. I was her BFF for all those years, and then Jim, her boyfriend, until Hipster and Eight Toes come in. And as soon as they did, and she had someone that she could talk to really as herself without having to pretend to be Jackie, she discarded me. Because that's what narcissists do, Alex. Google it. I picked up on that vibe even before I understand what it was. Because she could finally be herself instead of being Jackie. So she discarded me. So congratulations, Alex. Congratulations. And have Mara, does she told you what I've ever done to her, Alex? What did I do to her to deserve her to know that she deserved to know my septic tank was broken, Alex? Because let's see, a picture of a home that her daughter was moving out of that she rented, not owned, not anywhere that she was going to be permanently. She was in the process of packing up. Like she was going to move there in a few months, and Mara went up there. So I posted that with no address, Alex, none, zero. I didn't call her grandchildren ching chong mongoloids or whatever. That's Lindy called all that, you know? So what did I do to her, Alex? Could you tell me what she told you I did to her that deserved to know her know anything about anything in my backyard? Can you tell me that? Okay, in JP over there, what did I ever do to her? Can you tell me? I can tell you what I did to Sig after Sig played all the stuff that Corey had got of the stepmother, all that stuff. I sure did. I made little clips of because I looked his son up and he had a DUI, and I made a little clip of a car getting pulled over for DUI. And this one's dead. Anyway, I'll tell her I was outside. Anyway, Alex, can you just tell me today what I did to any of those people? Can you tell me what I did? Oh, yeah, Sigs. So I like doxed where his daughter lived, I think. I doxed his son and I had a DUI. Now keep in mind, Alex, this was this was after like Lindy had been through all that. She was my friend. And as much as I dislike that fugitive, she never went real life on anybody. She talked smack on here in these weak people decided they would go real life on her because they couldn't handle words on the internet. They couldn't handle it, Alex. They didn't know how to turn it off. They did not know how to exit the chat, Alex. The only thought that come to their head to make it stop was, I'm going to go real life against her. So those are the people you teamed up with, Alex, because I called you a cuck. Before 4-6, Alex, you had never sent me a nude. Before 4-6. You only sent me those after 4-6. So what did you need to blackmail him? You know what I'm saying, Alex? Even your 4-6 theory falls apart. So did Corey get to Bridget through Beth Roche, and that's how this all started, Alex? So should I not feel bad about 4-6? What's the dealio? Let me plug this in so I can call Mom. I'm sure that cancer doctor called her back about that appointment. I had to wash these sheets today. You know what I do have that makes me happy now, Alex, that I wouldn't have? Is I have these 4 lovely cats that are my entire life. I have those, Alex. They're much better than a fugitive. They're much better than a Mexican. They don't take my money. They don't troll me. They don't lie to me. They don't humiliate me. They don't manipulate me. Imagine Bridget and the Canadian Predator calling me a manipulator. Imagine. Excuse me, Canadian Predator, you don't know me except from what I talked to Alex in a private DM. You don't know me. You know a mentally ill man that was off his HIV medication, and Lindy knew, and she still did that to me. Off my psychiatric medication, Alex and Lindy knew, still did that to me, and that was infatuated with a boy. That's who you know, Corey. That's who you judging me off of. That's not very fair, is it? Is it, Corey? Would you like to be judged on your worst moments, Corey? Would you? Would you? Especially when something so manipulative and devious was done to you. My moods were manipulated by that little boy. Were you in on it the whole time? Predator? Were you? Canadian Predator? I remember back, I think it was in May of 2022 when you're like, "Oh yeah, Alex never sends dick pics because that one girl." You know what I'm saying, Corey? So you and Bridget were just like, that's so weird. Don't you find that very weird, Corey? The whole thing just odd. I find it so odd. I do. I mean, this is Boyd. I've been around here since 2015. I've seen lots of odd things, but what was done to me is like just next level. So just weird. Ooh, it gives me goosebumps when I even think about it. It just does. It's so bizarre. It fucked my brain up for the rest of my life. It's weird. And a bunch of people did that to me that I never did anything to them like that. That's what I don't understand, Alex. Just don't get it. Is this other phone gonna come on or not? Evidently not. You know what? The dog with the loudest bark is the most afraid. No, the cowards that cower in the shadows, that participate in criminal activity and don't want to take any kind of accountability and responsibility, those are the ones who are afraid the most, Tara. The criminals and cowards, such as yourself, such as Stitches, such as Steve Billings. I wonder if that one stream is back. I wonder if that. Let's see if they have that one stream up from back then. Let me go back. Let's go back into time. Let's see. Nope. Everything prior to September 11th is wiped from the history books. Because you know, the true cowards. The true scaredy cats, right, Tara? The true scaredy cats, like a fugitive that doesn't want to go do her time, Tara. Yeah. I just want everybody to be honest. Why don't everybody just tell the truth? Why don't everybody just tell the truth, Tara? Why is everybody afraid of the truth? I'm speaking the truth, Tara. The only thing illegal I did, Tara, was I was in possession of a firearm, and I admit that here for the world to see. It's going to be left up here for the world to see like it has been in all my videos. But what you did, Tara, that was next level. That was next level. What if I creeped around your home, Tara? You'd call the police on me, right? You'd have me arrested, correct? If I was reading your texts or your emails, you'd have me arrested, right, Tara? If I was watching a security cam at your front door, you'd have me arrested, right, Tara? Right? You and your friend should be in prison, Tara, because you would have put me in prison if I would have been reading Boston girl Bridget's messenger. She would have me put in prison, Tara. Why shouldn't y'all be in prison? I think Steve Billings should be in prison. I do. But he should have some gratitude that I'm a better person than him. Because I can guarantee you this, if I was reading Steve Billings' mother's emails, he would put me in prison if he could prove it. Or put me in jail. He sure would. And he would use every moment of it as content. Wouldn't you, Steve Billings? You absolutely would. But I'm a better person. It's hard sometimes to be the better person. It's very hard, especially for someone as myself. It's very hard sometimes to be the bigger person, the better person, whatever the term is. Do you know what? I wouldn't want to know what Steve Billings' mother's texts or emails, if she even has an email, said. You know why? Because I'm not a weirdo. I'm not a weirdo like you, Bridget. I don't want to read your emails. I don't want to read your messages. That's weirdo shit, Bridget. Oh, look. Chainsaw B, hashtag predator. I'm not the only one that thinks it, huh? Oh, I ain't got no sound.
Kill yourself! Maybe I'm the one. Maybe I'm the one to do it.
I'm gonna have a wrist.
Is this phone gonna come back on? It's like, oh, let's call Mom and see what she has to say. Out for delivery. What's out for delivery? That's what I want to know. All these cowards that did this, if I did that to them, I want Steve Billings, I want you to tell me. Come over here, Steve Billings. Tell me what you would do to me if I was like the ringleader against everything that happened to me. If that happened to you, tell me what you would do, Steve. Not even the suicide trolling part. Take that out of the equation, Steve. Well, most of it. Like the last month, leave that in there. But what would you do to me, Steve? Even leave all the suicide trolling out of there. Just everything from the suicide trolling fart stream at the end of that stream onwards. Everything that happened to me, Steve, if that would have happened to you or your family, what would you have done to me? That's what I want to know. And why shouldn't that same thing that you would want done to me happen to you or happen to Tara or happen to Stitches or happen to Alex or Bridget or the fugitive? Why? No one's explained that to me either. Okay, is this phone gonna come on?
And if I understand correctly, that got some media attention. Yeah, it caused a bit of a stir. Yeah, it was good fun. Classic British understatement. Which means people went into it. A couple of heads blew up. Right, so before we let Andy go, what is your top unsolved problem? So at this point,
Oh my God, what's up with his phone? Okay, there we go.
I want to know how fast black holes are rotating. The black holes we have out in the galaxy, I want to know how fast they're spinning.
Dude, think bigger than that. Come on.
Oh, I ain't turned this on in a few days. It's gonna blow up like crazy. Steve, if you had a friend that you had known for 30 plus years and some weirdo stranger that you'd never met in real life knew what was on her phone, what would you do to me, Steve? What would you do to me? Hmm? Bridget, if I did that stuff to you, would you just say, oh, I'm gonna let it go? Would you, Bridget? I don't think you would. Remember when, oh, I'm not gonna say it, never mind. Let me see, let me try to call Mom. Let me text her first, because I don't think she knows this number. No thanks, close, 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 close. And Alex, you know, you did that to a mentally ill person. You and your friends and that fugitive did that to someone who was mentally unwell at the time. And if I remember correctly, you know, I'd sent you my medical record and you knew I was off my medicine and stuff. And your reply was, I know, that's why I'm going easy on you. So what would have been going hard against me, Alex? Like killing me and then digging up my body and kicking me? I mean, would that have been the hard part? Like you went easy on me. That was easy? It wasn't easy for me, Alex. Sure wasn't. Did David Guns laugh when the fart stream was going on? Did Corey laugh? Did Ginny Jin Jin? Did they laugh, Alex? Did they think that was funny? Did they? Has Ginny Jin cammed up over there? Has she showed us her nose yet? I bet you she hasn't, but we'll look when I'm done calling Mom. What is Mom's number? What is Mom's number? Anyway, I'll message her back when this is hitting this phone. Contacts. No, I'll just tell her I was outside. Okay, I'm gonna smoke the rest of this joint and then I gotta get a shower and walk down there and buy me some weed. Because I didn't feel like driving her to work because my back hurt. But and remember Canadian Predator, when you were like, when I was starting to go off on Corey, Paulette Briggs over there, you're like, don't do it, leave her alone, or whatever you said. What did I do to her, Corey, Canadian Predator? Has she told you what I did to her to deserve to be gone real life on? I think I've spoke to Corey over the phone maybe for like 10 minutes if you add it up all together. I don't know her like that. Don't know her. So, but she knows everything about me and my life, like Beth Roche over there, and my diagnosis. They know better than a psychiatrist, right, Alex? They know better than a psychiatrist. Excuse me. Was hoping Steve would come over here. Whoops, I pushed that down. Before I go and tell me why, Steve Billings, why you thought you had that right. Maybe you should have Lindy hide, unprivate some of the many streams she made about John Thompson and about Paris Bailey, that's Sig, and about Jeannie Patterson, that's Baby Tooth, and the rest of those losers. Maybe you should go rewatch some of them because Lindy lied about many things in her real life, But most of the stuff around here, she was honest about, you know what I mean? Like about that kind of stuff, like about people, and everybody agreed. They just agreed. But evidently, you do not agree, and you think those are good people, Steve Billings. Well, guess what? They aren't. They aren't. They're real lifers. They're obsessive. And anybody that wants to know anything about my private life that I don't divulge to them has some kind of mental deficit. There's something wrong in their brain, Steve. That's what I would think. Is there something wrong in your brain, Steve? I don't want to read your emails. I don't want to know anything that's going on in your home. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Where is your home, Steve? Let's look. Where is your home? Where are you sitting at right now, Steve? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Well, let's try to see if any of these numbers are Steve Billings. Where's my other phone? Hold on. We'll try to call him. Let me get it over here. Okay, let's just go down the line so we can ask Steve on the record why he did it. Let me put this cigarette out so I'm not coughing and gagging. Okay. How many numbers are there? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 telephone numbers here. Okay, here. Set that one. There we go. Okay, you can look at that joint. Okay, let's see. Some of these, if it's a Quest, that's a landline. We'll start with the cellular. Let's try this one first. Okay. Now, nobody tells Steve Billings I'm about to call. Let's see if this one works. Keypad, okay. 763. Okay, let me move this back over here because I'm going to put it on speakerphone. I'm going to put it on my belly. Okay, call. Okay, speaker.
Welcome to Verizon Wireless. The number you dialed has been changed, disconnected.
One down. Okay, where's the next one? Okay, let's try this one. Do you have singular? Do you have singular, Steve? 612-963. Call. Let's see, here we go. Dun dun dun.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message
Steve,
system.
did you send me the voicemail, Steve?
612-963-2111 is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, I was trying to get a hold of Steve Billings. This is Ryan. If you could return, if this is Steve, could you return my call? My telephone number is 813-365-6524. And if this isn't Steve Billings, please disregard this message. Have a great day. Bye now. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay, which one? Wait, when was that? Recent. That was that one. Okay, next. I've never heard of Aerial Community. Oh, that's T-Mobile. Okay, let's try this one. Keypad. 612-08-287. Okay, speakerphone.
Please leave your message for 612-408-3287.
Hi, I'm trying to get a hold of Steve Billings. This is Ryan. If this is Steve Billings, if you could return my telephone call, my phone number is 813-365-6524. If this is not Steve Billings, please disregard this phone call. Thank you. Have a great day now. Okay, next on the list. That's a landline. I doubt you have a landline. Do you have a landline, Steve? Let's see. 949. Nope. Okay, did I do this one? That says Comcast. That's a VOP. I doubt you have a landline. Which one did I do last? A 49. Okay, this says singular AT&T. Let's try this one. 38. Whoops, that's the wrong number. 3. Okay. 612-963-3843. No.
The wireless customer.
Running out of numbers here. I still think the one that sent me to voicemail after one ring may be it, but who knows? This one says T-Mobile. Let's try that one. 6. We gotta.
Hello?
Hey, Steve, what's up?
Huh?
Is this Steve?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man?
Who's this?
This is Ryan. Were you sleeping? You can call me back when you get up.
Huh?
I said, you can call me back when you get up if you were sleeping.
The hell? What the hell are you doing calling me?
I was just seeing what you were up to, how you were doing.
What are you doing?
Call me back when you get up. I'll talk to you later. Bye now. Okay. That was fun. Steve, were you up all night on the internet? Okay. Anyway. Oh, Steve, sleep until 12:13. What a bum you are, Steve Billings. Anyway, I'm going to go take a shower now. Oh, I feel a little bit better. Now I know where suicide troll number 513 is. Anyway, I hope everybody has a great day. I'm going to walk and go get me some weed. And hopefully my fence comes. And I'm going to set up my little fence in my secret little garden. I'm going to have a happy day. And I probably won't be back until Mom goes to that cancer doctor and we find out what stage her cancer is. Because then I feel like I'm on like a hold pattern. Like, I don't know. I just want to know, is she going to live or is she going to die, or is there like a 50% chance? I need to know. I just feel like I'm stuck in this bed. I can't move on until I mean, you know what I mean? What do you do? She's still going to work. I'm still living I mean, you know, you can't just like, even though I've tried, just like lay here and put a pillow over your head and a blanket and go la 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 and pretend it ain't real, but it is. Anyway, so y'all remember what a horrible person Steve Billings is? And Steve, I need a stream of an apology, and I need you to tell me how horrible people that Paris Bailey is and Baby Tooth is and the Fugitive is. And I hope you have a great day, Steve. I really do. I don't wish you any ill will, but I would like to know why you thought it was a good idea to do that to me when I never did that to anybody in my entire life. I've admitted everything I've done, and nothing I've ever done in my life comes close to what was done to me, Steve Billings, and it affected me in a very severe way. It affects me every day of my life, and that's honest to God's truth. Anyway, I'm going to go before I get emotional, but I do hope everybody has a great day. I do. I was going to say something nasty, but I'm not even going to say nothing nasty because I'm going to get upset because it did affect me. It affected me, Steve, very much so. Anyway, I'm going to go. Hope you have a great day. Bye.